The Beginning and Lessons in France. I was born around 1501 to 1507 into an aristocratic, but not particularly powerful family. My father, Thomas Bullen, was a charming diplomat, and my mother, Elizabeth Howard, came from the powerful Howard clan. But that's not the whole story. What truly shaped me were the years I spent in the Netherlands, and then at the magnificent French court. There, under Queen Claude, I learned not only the French language and manners, but also encountered new religious and cultural ideas that were unheard of in England at the time. This transformed me into a woman who was captivating, shrewd, and politically astute. Returned to England and the beginning of a fateful love. In 1522, I returned to England and joined the court of Henry VIII as a lady-in-waiting to Queen Catherine of Aragon. It wasn't long before Henry, this passionate, impulsive king, noticed me. He had previously had a relationship with my sister, Mary, but this time he was determined to have me too. Yet I refused to follow my sister's path. I told him I would only surrender to him as his wife, not as a fleeting mistress. This power game only fueled his burning desire for me. Breaking with Rome and coronation. To marry me, Henry needed to annul his marriage to Catherine, but Pope Clement VII refused. However, Henry was resolute. He broke the English Church away from Rome and declared himself its supreme head. In January 1533, I secretly married him, and in June of that same year, I was crowned Queen of England with great splendor at Westminster Abbey. That September, I gave birth to a daughter, whom we named Elizabeth, a girl who would one day become England's greatest queen. The fall, from glory to accusations and rumors. But my failure to bear him a son, made painfully clear after several miscarriages, exhausted Henry's patience. He had fallen in love again, this time with my lady-in-waiting, Jane Seymour. And from this point on, the theories and rumors began to devour me. They said I had seduced Henry through witchcraft and forced him into marriage. The most infamous rumor was the sixth finger. They claimed I had 6 fingers on my right hand, a mark of the devil. Interestingly, this rumor was spread years later by a Catholic exile priest named Nicholas Sander, solely to tarnish the reputation of my daughter, Queen Elizabeth. Even during my lifetime, whispers of witchcraft existed, but they were never brought up in court. They also added a story of an extra tooth to portray me as some unnatural, dangerous creature. Thomas Cromwell, Henry's loyal advisor, leveled charges of treason against me, adultery with 5 men, including my own brother, George Bullen, and even plotting to poison the king. These charges, which modern historians consider utterly baseless, were fabricated in an atmosphere of court gossip and conspiracy. The end. On May 2nd, 1536, I was thrown into the Tower of London. In a trial presided over by my own uncle, the Duke of Norfolk, I was condemned to death. On May 19th, I was beheaded with a sword that Henry had brought from France as an act of mercy, the first English queen to meet such an end. In my final moments, I did not speak out of fear, but with the cunning that had always defined me. I said, I have never had a more gracious king than him, and for me, he was always a good, gentle, and sovereign lord. This was my final political play, to shield my family and my daughter from the king's wrath. And this is my story, from an aristocratic lady-in-waiting to a queen who lost her life for a love that never bore fruit. My story is intertwined with ambition, love, betrayal, and rumors that have cast shadows on my legacy for centuries. But remember this, in the end, my daughter Elizabeth sat on the throne and made my name immortal. Subscribe for more.